I'm about to get laid off. My manager has to jump on a call right now. As long as I could be.
Hey, Fabio.
Hey, how's it
How you
going?
doing?
Good.
Good. I got some bad news. Unfortunately, you're being impacted by
Yeah.
that, and so today's your last day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know.
Cool.
All right. Well, I hope to talk to you soon.
All right, then. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. Bye.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
I knew it.
Now that we are in a holiday season, a lot of companies have been laying people off left, right, and center. Like this is a holiday season, and a lot of people, definitely people spend money. And even if they don't spend money, like this is just like a holiday season. You know what happens during the holidays? And this is when the companies actually choose to just, go ahead and lay people off. And it really sucks. So we're going to be checking out videos about people getting laid off. Before we get right into this video, I want to give a very big shout out to Owens Daniels. Thank you for always constantly supporting this channel. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you please click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate it so much. Let's get right into it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we are here. So Caroline, thank you for meeting us with us today. As it's shared today at the staff meeting, we are meeting with those who are most directly impacted by this restructuring decision. Unfortunately, your position is one that is being eliminated. I want to recognize how challenging this news might be. Please know that this decision is no way a reflection of your effort, the impact you've had. You have been a vital part of our team, and I deeply appreciate your hard work, dedication, and commitment. I know there's a lot to process, and it's a difficult situation for all of us. Please know that I'm here to support you through the transition in any way I can. I'm here to provide you with additional information on next steps, so I'll turn it over to her to share more details.
Okay. Hey, Caroline. Okay, I'm going to share some info with you. And you might, if you want to, you can write it down.
Oh, I'm recording this.
So, what was that?
I'm recording this.
Okay. So we've put a package together for you. No other changes. You'll be paid through the end of the week. So if you don't do anything at all, you'll still be paid through the end of the week. You have the option of staying through the end of the month if you sign what's called a transition of duties letter, and I'll get into the details of that in just a minute. And you can also keep your monitor and your keyboard and all of that kind of stuff. We would just need the laptop back. You decide tomorrow that you don't want to stick around to the end of December, you'll receive that package tomorrow and you'll be paid through the end of the week. And then you'll have time to go through that package. If you want to stay longer, then you'll receive the package at the end of December. And then you'll have time through January to figure out if you want to accept it or not. You'll have until 2 p.m. tomorrow to say what you want to do. So that's basically you declaring, like, I want to just get my stuff now, or I want to stay through the end of the month. So that's what that transition of duties letter is for. Any questions about all of that, like the nuts and bolts stuff?
I understand this news comes with a lot of emotions, and you need time to process this information. Please feel free to take the rest of the day off today, or if you like to talk with me or talk to your manager, we are here. And any other question you have now? Okay.
This was...
Then
I'm
I'll cut
so
this off.
disappointed.
You know. And worth noting, there's 3 months of outplacement support. Those are folks that help you sort of figure out what you're going to do next. They help you with your resume. They help you with all that.
I understand that. We're trying to buy a house.
And I don't know that, but I understand.
I mean, like... Before the holidays? 2 weeks before the holidays? How callous. How callous.
Understand.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline, and I was just laid off in a mass Zoom meeting. So if it looks like I'm not okay, it's because I am not okay. One thing about working in tech is that it is not for the weak, and you watch these layoffs happen all the time. And each time you continually tell yourself, it ain't me, thank God. Well, guess what? It was me this time. I am a 30-year-old with 2 master's degrees, an undergraduate degree, all in marketing. And now I am unemployed and continuing to post on TikTok. I knew my company was having struggles. We couldn't push our pipeline down from top of funnel to any closed one. So I would say it was a surprise that they were doing a restructuring, but it absolutely was not. What was a surprise is that I was told that I was okay, and I was absolutely blindsided this morning at 11 a.m. with a 10-minute meeting on my calendar where people in the higher executive crew that I've never met before told a group of 15 of us or so, while another group of 15 was meeting with other people, that we were all laid off from the company. This is nothing new. You've seen many of people on this app post about being laid off. So now I'm just joining those masses instead of the other masses that are continuing to work. However, I will have very different things to be thankful for this Thanksgiving season. So my content on here might be a little depressing for a day or so, or it's just going to be completely manic. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't decided yet. I'm waiting for a phone call from HR to tell me if there is any form of severance package. And you bet your ass I'm going to fight for one. Probably not, because I'm literally scared of people, and I probably won't. But when I talk to my phone, I act like I'm a hard ass, but I'm not. Yeah. So I'm #open to work, kinda, sorta. Need to update that resume. But I guess I'll have a lot more free time to be posting on here.
Today is my 4th day of unemployment. Today I'm feeling a little bit better than I did earlier in the week. I feel like I've taken time to process the information and process that my life is going to look a little bit different. I'm looking at this as a sign of redirection instead of rejection, and I feel like that outlook is really helping me. I just got out of yoga, and the message today was to make peace with uncertainty, and I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking this as a time to reevaluate my goals and reevaluate what I want my future to look like. If anyone else is going through this, I'm very sorry, and I know how challenging of a time this is. Just know that we will get through this and we'll come out stronger.
You know what's been a depressing app recently? No, it's not TikTok. No, it's not Instagram, not Facebook, not Twitter. It's LinkedIn. I swear to God, you'll find somebody or a few people that have gotten laid off. They've quit because of harsh work conditions, or they just completely hate what they do. Some people are on the verge of homelessness right now because they can't find a job. Somebody's post above that post is them getting promoted to a senior position, probably making about $150,000 a year. And while you want to be happy for them, you just remember you just saw the previous 5 posts of people becoming homeless, losing their job, not being able to find a job in the year 2024, not being able to even feed their own kids. Like, the job market right now is so trash. And clicking on these people's profiles and seeing that they've had 10 plus years of recruiting experience, 12 years of HR experience, it's honestly so heartbreaking because these people dedicate a chunk of their life to this one job. They dedicate a chunk of their life for one job to all of a sudden get a call or an email telling them they are no longer employed, and that's it. They're locked out of their account. I swear a job would never have me emotionally invested, ever.
I got laid off this morning. I was supposed to have the day off. The whole company was supposed to be off. I get a phone call from my boss, and she goes, I need you to check your email. The sales director wants to have a meeting with you. I'm like, okay, like, I'll go check my email. Like, I'm at home, it's fine. So I have a meeting invite from the sales director titled Meeting with HR. HR! like, everyone who is in the corporate world knows that it's never a good thing when you have a meeting with HR, because it normally only means one thing, and it normally means that you're losing your job. So I get ready for this call. I go put my makeup on, go put on my mascara, because I know I'm probably gonna have to have my camera on. And what do you know? They say, we're gonna eliminate your position. We are trying to save money. Yada, yada, yada. And they go through all the stuff that you're never gonna remember, because, like, your life just changed, like, within the blink of an eye. And the crazy thing is that my boss, like, didn't even know that this was happening. Like, when she called me, I called her back and I was like, what's the issue? Like, I see HR is on this meeting. And she's like, I don't know, like, I'll drive home for this meeting. So then I just have to, like, you have to sit there, like, with your camera on after they just delivered, like, the worst news ever. Like,
I got fired from my job this morning, and I don't know if y'all have ever hit, like, rock bottom, but I'm literally there. This year has truly shown me why people turn to addiction, and because this shit gets serious, like, so serious that, like, you really start disassociating, like, is this actually happening? Like, is this real life? But it's fine. I will be cosplaying as a full-time content creator, so if y'all see my post and you get annoyed, then you can unfollow me, but expect that, because that's all I fucking got now.
I think pisses me off more than hearing about people being laid off right before the holidays. You will never be able to convince me that these organizations don't know exactly what they're doing by waiting until the end of the year to fire people with no regard on how it'll affect them, with no regard the financial burden that'll come to them and their families. They know exactly what they're doing, okay? I'm not sure what's going on in those meetings, if they're saying it's performance-based or, we're so sorry, we never saw this coming. We know the timing is not ideal. It's out of our hands. Bullshit. Okay, let me tell you the top 4 reasons why these companies will continue to do mass layoffs right before the holidays, right before the end of the year, and it will piss you off, okay, if you're not pissed off already. Number 1, shocker, cost cutting for year-end financials. A lot of companies will aim to reduce expenses right before the end of the year so that they can meet or exceed their financial metrics. And the quickest way to do that is through layoffs, okay? Nothing is more expensive than the workforce. So layoffs are a good way in the eyes of these companies to boost profitability and limit losses right before they send out year-end reports. They will much rather look good in the eyes of the stakeholders than do good by the employees that have dedicated parts of their lives to that company. It's really sad. Number 2, tax and accounting advantages. I told you it'll piss you off. So if a company does layoffs before the end of the fiscal year, it will allow them to classify severance packages and restructuring costs as tax write-offs. Improving their financial standing for next year. Economic uncertainty and market conditions is another reason why companies would perform mass layoffs at the end of the year. There's a lot of insider information that is being shared at the top of these organizations with these shareholders. Do you guys remember in 2019 when a lot of these CEOs were stepping down from their position right before the pandemic? Also, given the most recent presidential election, it does not take a rocket scientist to know that the economy is going to change. So a lot of these organizations are anticipating higher operational costs, leading them to preemptively reduce workforce expenses. And number 4, a shift in strategic priorities. A lot of companies will use Q4 to assess different departments and projects. And if they decide that they have different future priorities, then they can easily cut, resources that are no longer serving, the direction that they want to go in. I truly feel like the way organizations conduct mass layoffs is a reflection of the core essence of how they operate as a business. A lot of companies, particularly in the tech industry, have piss poor practices when it comes to layoffs. It is clear that they will always choose finances and the bottom line over employees. And I feel like that needs to be clocked. Okay, so consider it clocked. Let me know in the comments if these are any of the reasons that they shared with you as to why they were conducting mass layoffs, or if this is something that you already knew. All right, and make sure to follow me for more career advice.
Hello there. How are you? You know, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but honestly, I'm not sure what's about to go on. I have a meeting on my calendar for work that says important business update. I'm marked as required. In the body of the email, it says, please make every effort to prioritize attending this meeting. It's cryptic. So contradicted. Eyes on my lips, I licked it. Unique! I'm playing. But I got this email 2 hours ago. The realistic side is, oh, this could be a layoff. But at the same time, I feel like with layoffs, they do like a little 5-minute. Like, hey, can we get like 5 minutes of your time or like 15 minutes? And they'll always add HR. It's 4 people in a meeting. Okay, so the T is, it's content, like content design boots. Who is he? He's an HR business partner. Yeah. Oh, we're getting fired. Whoa, okay, well, the fun ride while it lasted.
And you know, if you listen to all the videos of people who recorded when they were actually getting laid off, most of the stuff that the companies actually say, it's always the same thing that they have to say. They really just say the same thing. They don't have anything different to say. But of course, like, what could they possibly say? Like, it's really heartbreaking. When they want to lay you off, they just lay you off. That moment, like, you're just going to leave. Like, you are laid off that day, you're supposed to leave the company. And then when you want to send in, like, you have to send them 2 weeks notice to leave the job. That's what you're supposed to do as a person working for them. And then when they want to lay you off, they ain't going to give you no warning to tell you, hey, you're about to lose your job. You know, stop putting in some application. We're going to give you like a 1 month before you lose this job. And it's like, no, you'll never get that, really. Like, you're just going to leave the job that day. A lot of people enjoy holidays, and that period is when they're happy to spend time with their family. Like, it's a happy period where you see so many people. Like, that's just the period that gives them so much joy. And then having to like deal with this bad news during the holidays is like, this is sad. Like, you're going to be sad through the holidays. Anyways, like, I feel like regardless though, there's like no better time to actually give you this type of news. You losing your job ain't no time. There's no time that's just going to be perfect. There's no time that's going to be good for you to lose your job. Every time is going to be a bad time. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. I will see you on the next one. Bye.